Well, good evening. Welcome back to the Witch Elf once more. Huzzah, says I. And maybe you. I hope everybody's well. Hope you've all been enjoying the rest of your Monday. We are hopefully going to round out this young lady's final pip of her RVR week influence. Although there is much less AAO on the go this evening than there was earlier. Right, we'll go over PV, I think. We'll turn on our kiss. And see what we can see. God, every time. Let me past. It used to be quite funny on live. Those bolt throwers were actual NPCs, and they would chase you. So you just look behind you and have a bolt thrower chasing you. It was always quite amusing. Looked utterly ridiculous, but still very funny. How are we doing now? We're 9. Yeah, so we're over a third of the way to 70. That's going in the right direction. We have 473 work rests, so we'll need another 300-ish for our next piece of triumphant gear. Still holding out hope that we'll get a Bastion stairs room at some point, so I don't have to buy all of the triumphant gear, but hey, Anonymous. Nice things, bud. Hopefully the rest of your Monday's been treating you well. What have we got down here? White Lion. Witch Hunter. Archmage. Fun for the whole family. For some reason the muscle under my shoulder is aching, so taking a break. Well, hopefully some rest will help it, dude. I find I get something like that if I sit in one position for any length of time. Assault. Ah, Tush. Thank you for the raid, kind sir. Welcome along, everybody. We're up to no good as a witch elf. Oh, I don't like that rune priest. Or the archmage. Or the other rune priest. Hi, Rav. How's it going, bud? Is this our keep up here, or is this their keep? It's their keep. Ooh, we're ponytail running with MMS. And we're being chased by more ponytail people. Have a good time. I'm going to try. I'm hopefully going to get my RVR week finished. There's no way he lived through all of that. And then jumped off the side to freedom. Maybe he won't see me. Okay, he didn't see me. Don't even need to be stealth as a witch hunter. Witch elf, I should say, anymore. Just bored. Instead of streaming different game, just called end to stream. Ah, fair, dude. Now he's shooting me. Oh, this guy. Where's my... There we go. Silenced. Ah. All the other witch elves ran away. Yes, he will, because none of you can follow.
My regards.
None of us could follow. Oh, the witch hunter running down the cliff. Probably, I'd probably just kill myself if I tried to follow somebody down a cliff like that. I wonder if there's any scenarios popping. To be fair, it gave us a decent enough boost to our RVR week influence, so that's something at least. What have we got down here? Archmage. What's this? Ironbreaker. Oop. Must remember to stealth. Very rude. Oh, there we go. He's hitting me. What a monster. It's another 2k. Look at that, he's got a self-res. Not just yet. Got my first scenario pop as soon as Tosh logged. He was clearly keeping you out of it. Can't prevent the self-res. Can you not? I thought that did. Ah, okay, fair enough. Oh, he's gone. Listen, self-res is instant. Well, good luck sticking it. True. I just would have assumed if you'd have clicked the revive button on it, it would have just went, nope. Like the way scenarios like to glitch out every now and again. It's like, no, you can't click that yet. It's like, okay. How about now? I had my first instance last night of finding an enemy person AFK inside my own keep. It was very surreal. Keep wasn't even under attack. It was just I was leaving in a box and I turned to run out and there was a guy coming in behind me to deliver a box and there was collision. I was like, oh, collision. So I started tabbing around, couldn't see anything, went up to the top floor, tabbed around. There's a witch hunter. I thought, no. He's clearly going to go into stealth any second now that he sees me coming for him. And, no. He was just standing there, AFK, quite happy. All very strange. So, yep, now people go AFK in other people's keeps, it would seem. Oh, Shadow Warrior. Are they still there? Oh no, there's just loads of order ganking someone. Loads of order. Looks like they're going for a 3-star keep. Are any of them going to be AFK or tardy? Maybe. They're all away to gank people at Noliths. They all appear to be waiting for a box run together. Guessing they stalled since they had to go AFK but ran out of AP before they got back. Maybe. Either that or they just thought no one's going to come looking for me here. You're also out on the witch elf hunting rabbits. I am. I'm kind of hoping that by the end of the night that'll be my RVR week on our finished. Because it's a pretty purple patch earlier with all the AAO on the go. Problem is they're all very zergy at the minute. Like, even this guy here, if I was to go for this guy, I have no guarantee he's not going to have a bunch of people just arrive here to help him. See? Like, if I went from there, there's like a whole party coming to help. Also, he looks like a Sovereign Geared Rune Priest. Yeah, he's quite high level. I've killed him before. He gives good renown. Let's see if any of them noticed me going through. No. You've killed the Sovereign Geared Rune Priest? Either it was 1v first 15 or they're missing half their buttons on a keep. Ooh, scheisse. I think I caught him off guard from memory. It was in Squiggly Beast Pens, I'm fairly sure.
What do you seek?
Oh, it's put me in the crappy war camp. Fiddlesticks. Or maybe he was the recent one. Let's see. Blackfire Pass, I killed him earlier on today. He was one of the ones I killed in the keep. So it was the 3v1 scenario where there was the two rune priests and the archmage. I killed him and the archmage, and then the other rune priest ran away and teleported out inside the inner keep. That's why I say that AP Drain Kiss is amazing against healers. Just as long as you flick it between it and the heal debuff one every now and again. They're generally screwed against it. Only downside of it is the fight goes on for a really long time until you wear them down. Again, it comes down to the player and how they're playing, how they're geared and everything else, but like, if you've got someone who's doing decent damage to you, drain away all your AP and your spam and your healing abilities extra because you're also heal debuffed, the likelihood is you'll lose eventually, unless you get someone to come and help you. Feels like at every point today I've been online, there's been about 60% AAO as a standard for Order. Or sorry, for Destro. It's been great. I love having AAO. Gets you through your RVR weekly really quickly. Huh, well, he fired hard. While standing up as well. Wonder, does this work? Oh, that's that one. I don't like that one. I want this one. Boo. Fire this one up the ram, if I can hit it. Hey, I can. No idea what this is doing to the ram, mind you, but it's doing something. Okay, I just got an achievement for something, probably firing precise shots or something like that. Oh, he's taking it. Boo. Must have done a decent amount of damage if they're running with it. Uh... There we go. What was my 25 perfect shots with a siege weapon? Figured it was that. Up against Rune Priest. Got me a Slayer. Got stuck on a rock. Mini bubble. Whee! Chaps. Nearly. Once my arc hit 73, I can buy 6-piece Warlord and finally get the Spirit Resist debuff for my DPS back. I assume that's the ability that you get with wearing all of it. Aww. Endless parry shields will be the death of me. Warlord gives career trainer points, same as Sovereign. Yeah, but generally you get a gained ability with Sovereign if you wear all of it. So I assumed that you got the same with Warlord, do you not? Because I remember on the Magus it was like you got a ranged route. Basically you just got the target someone and go, you're now rooted in spot. Don't know if that's still the same for the Magus or not, but was back in the day. It's the 8th piece skill on Warlord as well. Ah, okay. Witch Elf punt is Sovereign only. So does Witch Elf not get a full Warlord set then? No clue, I don't really care. Oh, I thought that's where you're getting your Spirit Resist debuff from. Apologies. Oh. Tell you what. Scenario pops are going a hell of a lot faster than they were earlier. No, it's a speccable ability. You don't have points for all the things you want before Warlord. Ah, okay. What have we got in here? Warrior Priest and Rune Priest. What a tank. Oh, there's another person making a mistake, making me main assist. It's almost like they think I know what I'm doing. Lol. I was gonna say, thank God that's one of ours got thing because I thought for a brief minute it was Order had just walked in and stolen it. Let's get it going. And dead. Real life is the hardest game. It really is. Oh, my environment's ran out. Didn't mean to do that. Blackbird, pick up that ball. They're all running away from it. Playgroup classes more. Well, he took me out of stealth quite handily. I was the punching bag there.
Careful now.
Careful now. Jesus, everybody wants to hear local slang all of a sudden. Ooh, let me think. um, there's a good one. Oh dear, near choked myself. How clever this is going to be. So, we would describe that last scenario as wick, W-I-C-K, which basically means that it was crap or useless. So it was a bit wick. So that's your bit of local slang. So, John Wick in Northern Irish is John is useless. Where is everybody? Oh, crikey. Sounds about right.
He is coming. Cover your butt.
Who is coming there? President Business. Thought for the briefest moment that was going to be holy fire. You have been left here, my little friend. Need to play with your sound bits more. Some are really great. See, this is the problem. I'll put a whole bunch together, and then I'll just be sitting some night, and I'll think of something, and I'll go, "Ooh, I'm going to do this instead," and then I change them all around. So you can look at them now, and you'd be like, "Oh, I really like that one," and then you come back to it a couple of weeks later, and it'll be all changed. I'm going to go to Black Crag because 280% AAU. I'd be mad not to. Where are we on our RVR week? About a third of the way. I like that one. Thunderman. Good, good. Damn it. Rocks. Oh, crikey. Come on. Damn it. Ah. All went horribly wrong. Ay, ay, ay. Ah. We've lost 200% of our AAO. Boo. Learn much. I shall visit this tiny camp. Northwatch is probably my favorite scenario. If I was pushed to name one. It's a good design. Fun map. Looks nice. All the things you could ever want. I guess it's the same people again. Yeah, I also like it. Yeah. I think it was the first scenario I ever seen. First one I played. I'm fairly sure it was the first one that they ever showed off. But I might be wrong on that one. These buggers never used to run up here whenever I was on my blackguard. Do you know what? Let other witch elves go for that one, I'll go for this one. Whee! Oh no, I didn't get one. There's gonna be one out of sync. Now, I'm fairly convinced they're going to have sent someone straight to barracks. Or maybe not, since he's just run through barracks. Shoot I know. Is that really only just died? Or did they just knock him off the side? No, they just knocked him off the side. He's just taking the long way home. Works for me. The longer he's out of the fight, the better. Although they've now got more healers. Hello, my dear. Oh god, I'd love some healing. Literally got an engineer firing away at me. Staggered. Hey, we did it. Northern Watcher, maybe Gates of Akron was first. You could be onto something with Gates of Akron because they did design Dwarf and Greenskin first. What's that scenario where you have to bring supplies to the work camp from mid? Serpent's Passage. Yeah, Kane's Embrace was one of the early ones. I used to hate Kane's Embrace. I used to cringe every time I got it in the playlist. Same for Lost Temple of Isha. Destro never ever used to win Lost Temple of Isha. People did, because new players always missed the ball. Yeah. Can't remember the last time I saw Serpent's Passage. It was in the rotation, I think, maybe last week, 2 weeks ago. Because I was playing the Witch Elf at the time. I was chaperoning a Marauder back to the flag. Let's see if we can trick them to come back. I don't know how we've got 40% AO and we're holding all the BOs either. That seems a bit sus. Unless the only order in this zone are that group. Which I wouldn't put it past them, in fairness. Somebody's burning lava mill. It's probably a witch hunter. How's this game going these days? Seems to be going okay. There's always a decent number of people playing. I play it most days, in fairness, so like from my perspective, I enjoy it enough to keep coming back to it. So I don't know if that's like a roaring endorsement or an indictment of my free time, but it's one or the other. Missed this from back in the day. Yeah, Age of Reckoning was great. I loved it so much. The one thing I didn't like about Age of Reckoning was the later changes that they started to add in with the likes of the Skaven and aerial bombers and all that nonsense. Question or PvP? I only do PvP. Although I was fairly similar on live as well. I very rarely ever did many of the quests. Other than when I first started, because, let's face it, most of us were so indoctrinated into World of Warcraft at that stage that we just did it anyway. Oh, I switched over to my crit one. How has he got all of his health back? He must have the good potions. Skaven bombers, yeah, fair comment. I hated that change, I have to admit. And it's the one... It's the one weird thing with Age of Reckoning. They were so good at the whole communication aspect. Like, their production podcasts were amazing. Like, that generated hype and held hype until the game came out. And even when the game came out, like, their patch updates and the new classes coming in, all of that was, like, really well done. But I just remember them sitting down and doing that whole aerial bombers podcast, and I cringed. And, like, for me, that was the point the game died somewhat, because one of its core strengths had just suddenly become a thing that went against it. MMOs do weird things when they see the end coming. Yeah. Because it felt like... felt like they were like doing a lot of that stuff and it was going to be bigger than it was, and they were just like, well, we don't have the time or the money to do it, so we're just going to do it like this. And it was just so meh. Like I hated seeing the Skaven running around, and I hated the whole transformation thing into them, and the aerial bombers, I was just like, there's better things you could have done in this space. I just didn't like it. I'm going to come out of stealth here by the time that they're actually coming to take this back. I think he thought he was going to get an easy kill at the end there, and that's why he wasn't leaving. The real end was when they released that MOBA. Yeah. What was it? Wrath of Heroes, I think it was called. I know there was a lot of people really liked it, but I don't know. I think I downloaded it. I didn't even play it. I, I was just like, why are you wasting your time in this and not investing into the actual game? Because I think it gets spawned out of the fact they had done some work on, I think it was porting Age of Reckoning to consoles off the top of my head. And I think that was primarily just getting the client running on a console. I don't think they actually had the game playable on a console, but they had done some work to it. And I think it was a lot of the work that they did for it went into making Wrath of Heroes. So it kind of feels like it was just a thing that they did because they were like, well, we've invested this time, we might as well take this thing and do this other thing. And I think by that stage they had pissed off Games Workshop enough that they were just like, well, you're not getting the license any longer once this runs out. Let's go over PvE. And Mark Jacobs didn't learn because in the middle of CU he released another one. What's CU? Camelot Unchained. Is that like a private server of Dark Age of Camelot? game with 10 players at peak. Impressive. No, his new PvP MMO he'd been working on for a decade. Everywhere I go, all I find is a Zerg. That Marauder's like, let me at him. These Orderlings are like, huh? Not bad. Marauder had it right. Just charge into a group. The group will walk away silently. Camelot Unchained is Vaporware promised as a new deck. Ah, okay. I didn't realize Mark Jacobs was still going. I thought he had retired after he got canned by EA. I think the one good thing about this game was it arrived at a time where the graphics were good enough so that it could stay on as a thing. Like, even now. Because even now, like, this doesn't look quote-unquote bad. The animations aren't bad, the graphics aren't bad. It looks quite nice. Whereas something like Star Wars Galaxies came out at a time where animations weren't really great. Graphics weren't really great. So when you see it today, you're like, ugh, no. It's the one good advantage that this game has still. Now, yes, you can look at it and you can go, like, the animations, if you pause it, I don't know whether it happens with the Witch Elf or not. Maybe it's when she's not mounted. There's like a very noticeable pause where the animation resets. I think it's worse on the Blackguard. On the Blackguard, you really see it, the way he sort of moves his head. Like, it's just not a smooth transition round in a loop of the animation. But, like, that's something that you don't ever really see. Unless you're looking for it or happen to notice it if you're sitting staring at your character. Like, I used to notice it on the Blackguard tons, just because you just see him, he go round the loop of his, like, slowly moving from left to right, pause, slowly moving left to right, pause. Big ink to our keep, apparently. Oh, it is a big ink. Loads of the buggers. Oh, Destra. If I were you, I'd be getting into the keep. Can I go through the front door and stealth? I think I can. I can. For some reason I had it in my head that you couldn't go through the front door and stealth. To be honest, this game always looked better than WoW. I don't know. WoW's style was very different. It was that sort of mix between cartoony sort of graphic and um, quote unquote modern. Hey, I hit someone. Um, WoW was very childish in my opinion. War is more grim and lore is even bigger difference between them in that respect. Yeah, well, that was the thing. Like World of Warcraft, it was very clever about what it was doing because it knew that that engine could last a long time without any updates. So I think they've done 3 graphic engine updates in the life of Warcraft, but it's always kept it looking similar, if that makes sense. This game went for a very specific style, which was a risk for them because like this isn't what you would call like a realistic style, but they didn't want to go full on cartoony with it. But they wanted it to at least last, which, in my opinion, it kind of does. I always remember. I can't remember. Well, there was like a web comic used to get done for World of Warcraft, and I remember Warhammer got them to do like a mini run of it or something like that, and it was like the first one that they did was Illidan and oh, come on. He's knocked down and I can't see him. It's the stupidest thing in the world. If that was me, I'd be out of stealth lying there, like, completely at his mercy. So annoying. But it was like Illidan and I think it was like the Lich King or something like that. No, it was the guy from Upper Blackrock Spire. Can't remember who his name is. But like they were sitting going, "Oh, we're so evil," and then it was like the Marauder, Chosen, Black Orc, something like that, were all just bursting on them. But it was like they were really drawn in on the stuff in this game looks quite dark and Warhammery. I always remember at the time, like Jesus, if they're reaching that sort of level on this with their outreach, it's going to do quite well, and then they completely fumbled it. How close are we on this? Just over halfway. Oh, they're all getting watched. Blizzard are making a survival MMO now. See what style of graphics that will have. I'm honestly surprised that they're making an MMO, to be honest with you. Like, MMOs are not very... what's the word? Fashionable. They cost an awful lot of money to set up and run. And most of them make a loss. And I'm even more surprised at Blizzard doing it, because it'll be competition for Warcraft in one form or another. Not a fan of survival games. Survival games are... it depends on sort of the setting and what they look like and all of that kind of thing for me. Like, it's... survival games... I'm not against the idea of them. It's usually just a case of, oh, zombies. Yay. Haven't seen zombies before. And that's usually the height of it. It's like, it's never anything beyond that. Hello, Zal. Hey, Toth. How's things, bud? Who have we got down here? Nobody, apparently. Means as soon as I walk out, there will be 400 order. Or not. So I'll make another MMO with housing before they add it to WoW. I suppose that, well, I haven't played World of Warcraft in a long time, but yeah, I suppose like there's been clamoring for housing in WoW for over a decade. Yep. They were trying to catch me. Oh, Chopper's going for it. Oh hum. Oh hum. He was getting worried for a minute there.
What news?
I would always like them to have come back with original Star Wars Galaxies, just with a new engine. That would have been fun. I'm always sorry I missed that, because I just didn't have a computer that could play it. And by the time I did have one, it was, well, on its way out, shall we say. It had all of the updates done to it, the NG and the CU and all of the fixes in between. Played it on a private server, and I played it towards the end of its lifespan as well. But never got to play it at its height, which was always sad for me as a Star Wars fan. There's no point in chasing them. I'd still quite like to see a 40k MMO. My only problem with 40k MMO is everybody just plays Space Marines if they could. And they'd never leave them out of it, so... like, they'd have to be their own faction. In some form or another. Where could order be? Is the magical question. Take this to our keep. Seems rude not to. Doesn't let me through the door. I was going to say, is it because I'm wearing trainers? Hmm. I shall have a drink with Uzi Eye. I'm not seeing any movement below us. I'm 100 odd order in the zone. I'm surprised they're not making an attempt to recess. Or is it because they're all holed up in the keep? I'm guessing it's because they're all holed up in the keep. I got Bright Wizard.
Never beg.
I wasn't. I merely asked you to res me. I need to take out the kills and stuff on this. There was 2k so far. Nothing, nothing. Withering Heat for a K. Just a general attack was hitting me for 800. Wish I had a general attack that hit for 800. Dominance hit me for 1800. That must be a morale ability. No wonder my health went off a cliff. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Black Crag. Nearly at 50% to 70. I always think I haven't got enough buffs every time I look up there. Yep, somebody's ready here capping this. Nice. Let's lurk for a bit. Big the devil. There's no point in fighting him again because I'll just get renowned for it. I was kind of hoping there would be somebody else. There is somebody else. Who is the somebody else is the question. Hmm, 2K for him. Now, I get the feeling Mr. Slayer's going to be waiting outside. Or not. Interesting. Let's go on a little reconnoiter. We've got order down here. That could be the Slayer. Depending if they've got a group or anything running in the area. We've got more people coming here. We've had somebody leave. As I can get stuck on literally anything. Guy's lying dead on the floor with an axe coming out of him. I get stuck on it. I'll be the witch hunter, I think, back for that. Or if it was the Slayer getting that, he's tracked back for it. Getting closer. We need 757 influence now. It's definitely been a change in the numbers here, because that's up to 100 now. Order definitely seems to be on the march the last few days, because there's been tons of AAO available, which has been fantastic. Means you can just rattle through your levels quite quickly. Where's another blazing sun? I went left. Or did I? Stabby stabby. Oh, he's got a healer. Excuse me. Good sir, come back.
Hello there.
Freedom! Not today, Warrior Priest of Doom. Penricky, thank you very much for the raid, kind sir. Hey, Matt. How's things, bud? Either one of these two alone, I'd be quite happy, but the two of them together is just insurmountable, because the Warrior Priest will just keep me detaunted. And if I go after the tank, again, the Warrior Priest will just keep him tip-top with his health. Ay, 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 ay. Maybe I'll be lucky, and one of them will fall asleep at the keyboard, and the other one will just leave. That might be a thing. I wonder if these are the ones that have just come to the zone, and that's why AAO's gone up. Or is this why AAO's gone up? Oh no, that's the guy we killed earlier.
Business, business, business. Numbers. Is this working?
I do need a distraction, don't I? Now the question here is, where... Oh. Find a fellow destruction person. Where did the witch hunter go? Hmm. That didn't go according to plan. was planning on balancing out there like a gymnast. Squiggly's gone neutral. I don't know whether that's just because it's overloaded with boxes or whether someone's decapped it. Rotten Pike still seems to be up and running. Still wondering where that witch hunter went. Maybe he joined a scenario and just disappeared. See what I mean about the like jumping animation? And it's like it's not a smooth return through the loop. There's like a really noticeable stop point. That's the one thing this game never had over World of Warcraft, was World of Warcraft was always really polished. Anything they did back in the day. You weren't getting stuck in things, you weren't seeing little pauses in the animation cycle like that. That was the one big thing I remember taking away from it. That, and obviously the first couple of weeks with that global cooldown change where every time you were pressing something it was just constantly spamming, your ability's not ready yet, your ability's not ready yet. That was the weirdest thing that they ever did. Well, one of the weirdest things, I should say. What's this? Oh, it's Chopper. What's that? That looks like a witch hunter. It's a something. Yeah, it's a witch hunter. Is it? No, it's the warrior priest. You're too late. He's already dead. There we go. Hey, we did it. Every hour week done. Nice. I knew we could do it. I had faith. I really didn't. The only question is, what am I going to play tomorrow is the main thing. I don't quite know. Magus, maybe. Marauder, maybe. Not quite sure. Oh, that's big lava. It's been burned. I thought it was that one behind us. Why do they call it big lava? It's lava mill. There's an iron breaker. It shows the front door to go AFK at. Whatever works for you, I suppose. There's some more gold weed. Probably should do some of that, actually. Just thinking, because I've run out of those on my Marauder. Ugh, Old Dwarf Road. I hate Old Dwarf Road. I wish they'd just delete it. I doubly hate it because they put an Empire building as the image for a dwarf scenario. It's like, why? There's plenty of dwarven buildings, put one of them. That's like a building in Talabheckland. It's a PQ. Big Sigmarite church. Warrior Priest. Okay. Warrior Priest, it looks like the Slayer that we killed at Squiggly Beast Pens earlier. I wouldn't be at all surprised if they just came straight for us since we don't have a healer. Yeah, there they go. Victory! Go, go, Team Clicker. Bloody Shadow Warriors. Who do you think you are, Legolas? Why is he still hitting me through a wall? If you use a custom map add-on, you can see beta written on this scenario map. You can see alpha version if you get close enough to the border. I think it's when you're down over here somewhere. Just printed on this side of the map. Ah, yeah, there we go. Alpha phase. Can also tell as well that they didn't have the actual map for it. And that's just the scaled up one from the launch screen. Well, that bounce away did a lot for me. Straight into a wall. Look at the 2 tanks in my party for the last 30 minutes. Guard is no option. Player quality and order is far more superior. Really? I suggest don't go out and get farmed. That sounds like guidance rather than advice. Now, the downside of this is I'll never be able to cap this on my own. Because they will be on me as soon as it goes neutral. Wow, they're really going at each other's throat in scenario chat. There you go. Ah, parried it. Boing. Boo. No fair, I don't want to fight you face to face. I don't know why I did that. That's not what I wanted. Come on, get me behind him. Boing. I could fight this guy for days, and I'm not going to get through his defenses. Apparently you do if you stab him in the back enough. Uh-oh. Boing. Freedom. That was a good 1-to-1. He had the look there of a man who could see me through stealth. Very high scoring scenario. White Lions got most of their kills for them by the looks of things. Which is surprising, because White Lions are usually running the opposite direction. You know, I'd probably like that helmet more for the chopper if it didn't actually have the head plate on it. Or if it was like the Blackwork one where it was just a big metal jaw. That's the thing I've done for my Choppa is I've kept his starting, what is it, my good pants or something like that, I think it's called, but it basically means he looks more like a feral orc as opposed to like the way the Choppa looks at this level where it's like clad in chainmail and stuff. Oh, hello. I was about to say I'm about to get punted. He couldn't have telegraphed that anymore. Oh, he's got good potions as well. See, this is the difference between a Choppa and a Slayer. A Slayer would have had him dead already because he'd just be going through all of his defenses. What the? Man, this guy's a savage. Yeah, he's just really defensive. But that's the thing. See, if I was on my Blackguard doing that, and that was a Witch Hunter and a Slayer, I'd have been dead long ago. And like, I was draining his AP as well, so he had no AP to go off. Just his grudge. Let's see if we can do something before these potions wear out. I don't think we're going to find anybody, unfortunately. "53% we are in our level, so that's something at least." 530 plus 75, isn't it? So we'll be at 605 on our work rest. I don't know. I think it's 700 and something's the next piece of triumphant gear. I don't think that's enough. So I don't. Yeah, nearly convinced it's like 760 or 770, something like that. It's quite expensive. I know that much. I'll cap this BO, and then we'll go to the Viper Pit. Seems like nobody's been here. Right, I'll go to the Viper's Pit. So that's us at the 2 hour mark, guys. We've completed our RVR week. So I'm going to call it a night there. Tomorrow we're going to play another character because I want to try and get as many up to level before I disappear for a few days at the end of the week. Might do the might do the Magus, might do the Marauder. Might try and get the Sork to 40. Maybe level up the Chamois or the Choppa. Not sure yet. Do one of them anyway.
Say goodbye to your little friend.
Nice, Malmar. Nice. So yeah, we'll do a wee raid here. But thank you all so much for coming along and watching. It's been great to have you all here. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you all have a nice day tomorrow. And I'll hopefully catch you back here again tomorrow. But until then, take care, all the best, and see ya. Bye.